Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mitch from We in Tennessee. And today's video, I am shocked again. We took our daughter out now 2 consecutive weekends to look for her new car. And I'm amazed how wonderful of an experience it has been to go looking for a car. Um, Back in California, and I guess maybe everywhere except here in East Tennessee, looking for a car, you feel hounded as soon as you get on the lot. You feel guilted into not leaving until something is worked out. You feel violated, like I'm going to find out everything about you and I'm going to not let you leave. I'm going to hold on to your ankles until we find you a deal. It has not been that way, and it's been so refreshing. And something happened today that blew my mind. I don't know why my wife and kids were not more shocked. Maybe they know something I don't. Today we went to a dealership in North Knoxville, and we're like, we're interested in this car. Can we take it on a test drive? They're like, yeah. Can you just give us somebody's license? And we're like, sure, here's our license. And they gave us a temporary license plate to put on the back. And they hand my daughter the keys. And I'm like, okay, we're all going to get in, including the used car dealer guy. And he's like, have fun, enjoy. You might want to take a left at this road because there's an accident down there. And that way it's easy to come back into the dealership. And I'm walking out towards the car going, wait a second, they're going to let us just test drive it by ourselves? That's the first time I've ever had that happen before. And so you guys can let me know in the comments section whether that is, does that sound like familiar? Is that something normal? Because in California, I test drove a lot of cars. It was always with the dealer in the car. He never just handed me the key and said, you know, figure out how you like it, come back when anyway, we're just driving, we're cruising along, and we make it back to the dealership. Basically my daughter was like, I'm not in love with it. There was a lot of miles on it, and we basically told the guy that, and he's like, yeah, I get it, a lot of miles. um, you know Hopefully we can figure something out, give us a call back. And I've heard that a lot. Give us a call, let us know. That's something you never heard in California. It was always, come here, get into this car, let's try this one. Let's figure out something else. And you just felt super guilted and pressured. Here it was like, sorry, we couldn't work this out. We'll continue to look for something that you're looking for, but that's it. There's no annoyance, there's no bugging, and that has been so refreshing. I was actually looking forward to going to car shop today. That's how wonderful the experience has been. And so we're getting closer. We're still, trying to go through the process of looking for this car. But for those of you that have never had a good experience looking for cars, everywhere we've been so far, knock on wood, has been awesome. And so I'm going to keep you posted on our little car searching adventure. But East Tennessee, thank you so much for making this a wonderful experience, and I'm looking forward to the next time. Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears and go to something I was not happy with here in East Tennessee. I'm going to go ahead and kind of use my illustrations, because anytime that you are describing something that happened in a car, it's nice to always kind of see a perspective of how it actually happened. And you might go, hey Mitch, is that really the way it happened? Because there's always two sides to the story. And I'm going to give you my side, and you guys can believe it or not. But I'm going to use my illustrating skills, or maybe lack of illustrating skills, to show you what happened this week when I was coming home from work. And let's just say it made me very fuming upset. But don't worry, I'm over it right now. But at the moment, let me show you what happened. Let's go to it.
Okay, I'm pretty unhappy right now. And I was driving home and I had a chance to change and take a deep breath. But here's the story. I'm driving home. In fact, I'll go ahead and even recreate it for you. I was driving home from work, coming down the 129 by the McGee-Tyson Airport. And I took the off-ramp for East Hunt. And the off-ramp, it goes in a curve in such a way that it merges with East Hunt and all the traffic that comes down East Hunt. And when we merge, we are near a light. And so I'm in the lane to turn off. I have not merged onto East Hunt yet. And there's a car that's coming down East Hunt. And I'm like, okay, we first need to get through the red light first. It's yellow and we're crossing through the intersection. Now, we both wanted to get through the red light, so we're both kind of stepping on the gas, trying to get through. And I get it. We're kind of neck and neck right now. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to speed up this and get in front of this guy so I can merge onto East Hunt. And I look over and the guy is speeding up. He's basically not letting me into the lane. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And so my lane is starting to run out. It's one of those lanes where they let you go through the intersection, but you're going to need to merge onto the one lane East Hunt. And so I'm like, oh man, are you kidding me? Because most people here in Tennessee would have let me in. But anyway, he speeds up and doesn't let me through. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I end up driving behind this guy. I think it's a guy. And anyway, then he proceeds to then go really slow. And I'm thinking, what is going on? Do you have some kind of problem? Are you having a bad day? He's purposely going slow because he was going a whole heck of a lot faster to get through the red light and to keep me from getting in front of him. And we continue down East Hunt, and then we get to the intersection of, the next light. He's going to end up going left. I'm going to end up going right. I pass him and I look over like, are you kidding me? And he's looking at me like, yeah. And I'm like, dude. Now, I am a Christian, so there's a lot of things I could have done, but I had an issue. I decided to take a deep breath and not be impulsive. But I just gave him a look like, what in the world is your problem? And so my dad, he calls me and he asks me tons of questions about Tennessee because he lives in California. One of the questions is, how are those drivers in Tennessee? And I'm like, well, Dad, come on. Everywhere you're going to have crazy drivers. I don't care where you go. And pop in the fact that most people nowadays in Tennessee are coming from other places. You can't really put this on Tennesseans. This is just one of those random people that can come from anywhere, especially California, where they're just kind of being a jerk. They're just kind of sticking it to you, poking you and seeing if, you're going to do something about it. And so anyway, I've had some time to get over it, but I really wasn't happy because that's the first case, I kid you not, in 2 years where I just ran into somebody who purposely wanted to be a jerk.
All right, guys, like always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. And again, hopefully you'll throw down in the comments section your thoughts and feelings about today's topic. So I appreciate you guys. If you love what you watch, hit that subscribe button because I always just feel so much love from this community. All right, guys, I will see you in my next video.